the swift abandonment of Khaled Sabsabi as Australia's representative for the 2026 Venice Biennale by Creative Australia has sent shockwaves through the art community, leaving high-profile artists and curators bewildered. A week after the controversial decision, artist Richard Bell remains baffled by Creative Australia's actions. The Australian's Daily News podcast revealed that anonymous tip-offs alerted arts administrator Michael Bashan to the while Sabsabi's selection followed the same process that led to Archie Moore's prestigious Gold Lion win at the previous Biennale. Bashan expressed unfamiliarity with both Sabsabi and Creative Australia, referring to the agency on the podcast as another obscure government agency amply funded with millions and millions of taxpayer funds. The ensuing debate, according to Elizabeth Ann MacGregor, former director of Sydney's Museum of Contemporary Art MACA, has disregarded the original context and impact of Sabsabi's work. MacGregor, whose museum acquired Sabsabi's piece, You, emphasized this oversight. The controversy centers around Sabsabi's video work, You, a piece featuring a portrait of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah, illuminated in a seemingly reverent light. Indigenous artist and activist, Adam Mundine, highlighted a crucial point often missed in the public discourse. He noted that the wider Hezbollah organization wasn't prescribed as a terrorist group by Australia until 2021, although its military wing had been listed as such since 2003. Nasrallah's death in September 2023, following an Israeli strike, and the upcoming February 23 funeral further complicate the already sensitive. However, Mundine's interpretation isn't universally accepted. A memo article quoted Western Sydney University academic Cecilia Similuski, who viewed You as a critique of Nasrallah, interpreting the illuminating light as laser beams of hate, a starkly contrasting perspective. MacGregor, speaking to Guardian Australia, also addressed the criticism surrounding Sabsabi's second video work. Thank you very much. This piece, described by MP George Chandler as promoting Osama bin Laden and a series of 9/11 images of the aircraft hitting the Twin Towers, is, according to MacGregor, ironic. She points out that the controversial phrase is a direct quote from George W. Bush, highlighting the intended satirical element. The Australian's critics, who initiated the attack on Sabsabi's selection, continue to display a lack of interest in the complexities of his work, reducing his depiction of Nasrallah to a simplistic hero worship narrative, employing a reductive, if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck analogy. This dismissive approach, critics argue, overlooks the nuanced artistic expression and political commentary embedded within Sabsabi's oeuvre. The swift dismissal of Sabsabi's work has sparked a wider debate about the role of art, its interpretation, and the responsibility of funding bodies in supporting artists who engage with complex and controversial subjects. The incident underscores the potential for misinterpretations and the urgent need for more informed and nuanced discussions surrounding contemporary art, particularly when dealing with sensitive geopolitical contexts and potentially controversial. The incident highlights the inherent subjectivity in art interpretation and the risks of relying on simplistic narratives when evaluating complex artistic works. The lack of engagement with the context of Sabsabi's work reveals a significant gap in the understanding and appreciation of contemporary art, specifically its capacity to provoke discussion and challenge established narratives. The affair also raises questions about the selection process of Creative Australia and the criteria used to judge artistic merit, raising concerns about the transparency and fairness of such processes. This case serves as a cautionary tale for the future, underscoring the need for more critical engagement with art and a greater appreciation of the artist's intentions and the multifaceted layers of meaning embedded within their work. Furthermore, it highlights the importance of understanding the political and historical context in which art is created and interpreted, recognizing that simplistic interpretations can be misleading and potentially harmful. The incident compels a reevaluation of the role and responsibilities of arts funding bodies and the need for a more robust framework for the selection and support of artists who deal with challenging and complex themes. Ultimately, it is a call for greater understanding, empathy, and a deeper engagement with the complexities of art itself.